Hey guys, it's Ethan. Welcome back to my channel where I am now on my 9th month recovery video following the hair transplant I got done in Istanbul, Turkey through Elithair. I've really noticed throughout these months that each month it continues to grow more and more. I highly recommend checking out my last video where I do a month by month time lapse of how my progress was all the way from day 7 to month 8. And you could really see in these videos, step by step, how much it's grown each month, every single stage of the process. And you can also kind of see my confidence levels in these videos. At first I was like, oh man, I really don't have a lot of hair, but now when I'm making these videos, I'm as confident as ever with the head of hair that I have. I was also very happy with the timing that I got my hair transplant. I got it around the winter time in America, where it was around December 12th, I believe. And now to this day, it is September 25th, which is about 9 months different between those days. I really liked getting it at this time because it was during a time of year where you're able to really wear hats more and wear toboggans more. And I do know whenever I did first get my hair transplant, I was wearing a lot of hats to really cover how it looked. But now to this day, I really rarely ever wear hats. And in fact, I just actually came back from a 4-day music festival concert. I didn't wear a single hat once, where this time about a year ago, I would have been wearing a hat the whole time and worried that I would lose it. So I really don't regret getting this procedure because it really helps my confidence levels just as I'm doing anything in public, as well as speaking with people. Having that reassurance that you don't have to be worried about how your hair looks, how your hairline looks, or people judging you of that really makes you feel good. And for me, it really made the procedure worth the while. So I've noticed that in my videos, a lot of people have been asking if I'm going to get a haircut or am I going to style it any different. But this is really how I've been styling it recently. I've been trying to grow it out as much as I can because I would say I'm not really used to being able to wear long hair. So it's definitely nice to have while I can. But I have been growing it out as much as I can. I'll lift up for my hairline, looking 10 times better than what it was, and I can kind of put the long hair down to cover the widow's peaks a little, but the hair is really growing in very fully and long. And like I said, I like having the long hair. So here will be the front, the side, the back, and the sides, and then the crown. And yeah, so with the crown, what I've been really doing to maintain the appearance of the crown of my head is, like I said in my previous videos, at the clinic they told us we could do 50% of the procedure, and that is doing the hair transplant. But the other 50% is up to you and how you are gonna handle it after. How are you gonna take care of your hair? How are you gonna take care of your product after this procedure? So what I've been doing recently, especially in these latter months around month 8 and month 9, is always making sure I'm taking that finasteride pill and biotin every single day, because that finasteride pill will aid the crown of the head. And I have noticed that if you do stop taking that finasteride pill, you will experience some thinning on the top of your head as well as in the front. So we don't want to come this far to keep thinning again. So I'm really just trying to do everything I can to aid in that, and that includes doing the derma rolling about once a month, taking the finasteride and biotin. And with the shampoos, I've really just been shampooing about 2 to 3 times a week, as well as using a conditioner, especially for my longer hair, to make it appear more healthier, I would say. One thing that I felt was pretty interesting while the process of getting my hair transplant is really connecting and meeting with some people in the clinic that are going through the same stuff that I am. I'm 22 years old, so I did get it at a younger age, and I don't regret that at all. There's many of my friends that I see that they knew when I got it, they're like, wow, I kind of wish I did this at this time, or I can like somewhat compare my results to what they are right now or where I would be without the hair transplant. But back on track, I remember being in the hair clinic and kind of doing some networking with some people with a little bit of a language barrier in there, but really just talking to some people in there and really tracking their progress through the months. I know they weren't at our clinic, but UFC fighter Cowboy Cerrone got a hair transplant almost the same time I did, as well as a Turkish MMA fighter Kareem Enziek. I remember seeing him on the Elithair Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. He got a hair transplant pretty much the same week as I did. And I just think it's cool tracking them on Instagram step by step to see where their results are compared to mine. And we honestly, all of us are looking great. I'm not an MMA fighter, but for them, they are looking great. Kareem's on a 12-fight win streak, and Cowboy got inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, so they got a lot going for them for their hair too. So I just love to be able to track how their hair progress is doing and mine, because we pretty much got it at the same time. And I just think it's fun to really see we were all in Turkey together at the same time, and now we'll see where our progress is. But yeah, so with that, I really don't have much else. I mean, I highly recommend checking out my last video that really shows my step-by-step, month-by-month progress from day 7 all the way up until month 8. And you could really see the changes in my hair as well as the changes in my confidence. And I'm super happy I did this procedure. I wouldn't have had it any other way. It seems like it's been a slow process through this. It's been months and months, but I'm super happy where I am at now. I highly recommend getting this procedure if you are thinking of doing it. And I love consulting my friends too. Some of my friends always want to think about, like, man, I should get a hair transplant like Ethan. But I always like to consult them, tell them where I went, tell them how it was, and I'll do the same for you all. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments, and I will help you all out, lead you all in the right direction for how my experience was. But with that being said, feel free to leave some comments, drop a like on the video, subscribe. All the support is appreciated. But I will see you guys in month number 10.